Brothers and sisters, we have been waiting for 1 year to celebrate this Christmas. I always remind people, every day is a Christmas day if you really follow in the footsteps of Jesus. I kept on reminding you for 15 years already. This is my 15th Christmas here in Naju. So today we are reminded again. Look at the baby Jesus. Look at this humble crib. Where was he born? In the stable of Bethlehem. We were all born in a comfortable place, at least a bed to sleep on, some cushion, right? But baby Jesus, he slept in a manger. It is a place where hay, straw are being put there to feed animals. So Christmas reminds us of God's love for us, of God's humility, to show us the humility in order to reach heaven. If we want to go to heaven, we must follow Jesus in his humility, in his love and poverty. Before the year 1223, there was no grid. The first grid was created by St. Francis of Assisi in Italy. Jesus revealed to St. Margaret Mary Alacoque that Francis of Assisi most imitated Jesus' life. He lived in strict poverty. He lived in obedience to do the will of God. He was so humble and so obedient to the Lord and have so much love for people. He always meditated on the life of Jesus. That's why he thought, I must create a crib where the people will come to know the poverty of Jesus, his humility, and his love for all of us. So when you look at baby Jesus, he's God, Almighty God, but he came down, become a humble baby of Mother Mary. So we are reminded today, if you want to go to heaven, we have to imitate Jesus. First, Jesus became the baby of Mother Mary. We have to follow Jesus. We must all become Mama Mary's babies. And this message was given 1st of January last year. Place complete trust in the motherly love of this Mother of God. And by becoming even littler like the baby Jesus, make a new start. To all my children who come to this holy shrine, the holy city of God, and pray to comfort my son Jesus and me, I will abundantly feed them spiritually with the thick milk that I gave to the baby Jesus in the stable in Bethlehem. So if you want to imitate Jesus, he's the way, the truth, and the life, then we must follow him. We must become babies of Mother Mary, so that Mother Mary will be easier for her to carry us in a loving arm and to feed us with her milk, that the same milk she gave to baby Jesus. So today we must remember the humility of Jesus, his love and his poverty. St. Francis of Assisi most imitated Jesus in his humility, love and the poverty. Just now while you were having the adoration to the infant Jesus, I went to see Mama Julia. Usually she will come to me for confession before receiving the Eucharist. You see her smiling, sitting on a wheelchair. But she's so fragile, so weak. She was hospitalized for more than 2 weeks. Her stomach was upset for so long. So the doctor has to give her a lot of antibiotics. She could not take solid food, and she had to take baby food, liquid food. That's why she becomes so weak, and so much antibiotic that caused her diarrhea. So she has to go to toilet all the time. The thing that go in will come out all the time, and she becomes so very weak and fragile. Why she had to suffer so much? For our sake, for the sake of the whole world. She went up to heaven. He came down from heaven to become one of us, to become a little child, to show us the way to heaven through humility, love, and poverty. Jesus emptied himself completely. He did not count himself as equal to God. He took the form of a servant. He lowered himself by becoming a baby of Mother Mary. The little soul, she already went up to heaven. Heaven is so beautiful, so cozy, no need to worry, no pain. But she willingly come back to this world to continue to suffer for us. Do you want to help a little soul to release her pain and suffering? So we must play our part, at least by arming ourselves with the five spirituality. She kept on repeating, by turning everything and every moment of life into prayer. Many people are rushing to hell. Few are taking the road to purgatory. There is hardly anybody goes straight to heaven. And I read out to you what just yesterday, during the burial of Giulio, I have a strong feeling to tell Mama Julia, Giulio will communicate with you. She has been praying so hard for Giulio and also suffered for him. Yeah. So during the rite of committal, around about 3 p.m., Giulio appeared to Mama Julia in his most beautiful, youthful form, escorted by angel. Because when you enter heaven, you will be very young, eternally young. You will never grow old. Mama Julia saw him so young, so handsome. And Julia said, "My angel-like beautiful one, I'm sorry that you suffer so much because you were with someone as unworthy as me." Because Mama Julia suffered for him for a long time, you see. Because of Oma pain and suffering for him, now he's in heaven. Because of his pain and suffering, my brother Bishop is still alive. He was dying, really. The doctor gave him only 24 hours the most that he would die. When I rushed back home, I went straight to see him. He had no reaction, could not open his eye. No response when I talked to him. So I spoke into his ear. I said, "Mama Julia is suffering for you." But before I came back, he was alive. Now, after that, he became normal. Until today, he is alive because of the pain and suffering of Mama Julia. Julia is now in heaven. And this is what Julia continued to say. "Even though I lived so wrongly, you never once resented me and offered everything beautifully through the five spirituality." So he knew. Julia never complained about him, never resent him, loved him until the end. By practicing the five spirituality. Thank you so much, as you have died long ago. But thanks to your devoted love, I was able to live well until now. Now I am with the Lord and Blessed Mother. Please do not grieve too deeply over my having left your side earlier. I'm sorry that I could not keep my promise to you and have come first to be with the Lord and Blessed Mother, that I will continue to pray for Naju. So after the funeral rites were completed, Mama Julia prayed while gently touched the feet of Jesus of Mount Calvary. At that moment, Jesus at Mount Calvary told to Julia, "Through your marriage, Julia have come to heaven." So it's through the pain and suffering of Julia that Julia is now in heaven. In his final year, he did listen to what Julia said, and thus came to heaven. This is said by Jesus himself. It is through the prayers and suffering of Julia that Julia is now in heaven. Heaven is so beautiful. No more tears, no more pain or suffering, but she chose to come back into this world to be with us. Listen, brothers and sisters, God keeps her alive for our sake. So we must do our best to support her, to stay awake all the time, to turn every moment of life into prayer. Not just talk about the five spirituality, but put them into practice. Then we will be able to support the little soul. Pope John Paul came just now. Now we are whole Naju people meeting together in heaven. They are praying every day. They are joining us in tonight's prayer. So let us stay awake, become humble little soul. Continue to learn from her whose life has been prepared by the Lord. Learn quickly from her while she is still alive. The Lord may take her back any time. It will be too late. So now is the time, brothers and sisters. Pray harder. Make more sacrifices. Your pain and suffering offer them up. United with the little soul, so that Naju will be quickly officially recognized. Then the turn of the Immaculate will take place. So stay awake and turn everything, every moment of life into prayer. Continue to learn from her, to become humble little soul, so that it will be easier for us to enter into the bosom of God the Father. And lastly, I take this opportunity to wish you all a very holy and blessed Christmas. And next week we will be celebrating the New Year 2026. Let's now turn around, wish one another a holy and blessed Christmas. God bless you.